Hello, everybody. This is Justin Case of American Newscape, joining our friend, media personality Jerry Maldonado, back for another installment of American Mentoring. Hello, Jerry. Welcome back to American Newscape.
Very good line. Very good line, Meatball. You're good. What's up, Meatballs? How are you?
Yeah, love and respect all other meatballs out there.
All little meatballs out there. May you all find your pot of pasta.
Yeah, there you go. Find a pot of pasta worthy of your presence.
Hey. What the hell are we going to talk about tonight? I forgot, man. Let's get into it. I forgot. This is how we roll here in American Newscape. We don't know what the hell we're going to talk about. We just talk about it.
Yeah, we just kick it off. And well, Jerry, we talked about engagement. So what's happening with engagement?
I'm getting flashbacks of old relationships on that, but I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it as a better metaphor.
Okay.
In military talk, they use that as systems engaged, which means we're set to go. And remember, Justin, back in the day when we had the stick shift, man, that was fun back then. We had to figure out what gear to go in, and imagine using that metaphor in life, because if you're going in a certain gear, you can only go and approach your dreams in that same kind of manner. And a lot of us have learned reverse real good when it comes to engagement in life, and we keep dealing with that. It may sound so trivial, but indeed, when you think of your life as engaging in something, you're committing to that something.
Well, so true. You bogged me down on the old 3 on the tree. I was never bright enough to work a 5-speed, and I never liked all those gears. So I was kind of
I was a grinder. I was a grinder.
I was like the clutch shop's favorite client.
I learned how to shift a Toyota B210. I mean, that was the easiest car, but I still couldn't get it right. Kind of sounds like half of my life growing up back then, but it was a great way to understand that where you're pointing and where you're shifting is where you're going. And if you use that metaphor, the same thought process in life, and you engage yourself, which very few of us do. And I've committed, actually, I was looking at today at my videos. Even when you came on, you were laughing at me. I'm staring at myself. I got 450 videos on YouTube now.
Wow.
And I had to, and you got more than I do, Meatball. Who the hell you kid? Wow. But the same thing is, we had to put full engagement into that process.
Yeah.
And our gears were shifted. We were ready to go, and we were engaged to move forward. If people would just embrace that kind of white heat of desire, because we all have it. We all have the gift of something to give, man. If we engage ourselves wholeheartedly, something's going to come from it.
Well, and your metaphor of the clutch is great. You got to engage that clutch, because pretty soon you're going to come to a hill.
Yes, you got to do it right, which is a great point there, Meatball. That's true to you. I mean, that's what I'm talking about, man. But yes, indeed, you got to engage your dreams the right way, not half-assed, but at the same time, fully. You got to bleep me out. I know. I'm sorry.
No, but we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
It's all good, but the point being is, people understand this, but very few actually engage in the process. They think about it, maybe they'll kind of look into it. Like I was telling you before, I just signed up for, I'm an old timer here, so I'm kind of in the dark side. Finally signed up for a new website to post my reels on. And I got to figure out how to engage this thing. This is how everybody's got to figure out life. You're not pressing the clutch and this and that correctly, but little by little, over time. You're gradually going to move forward to it. Just keep yourself engaged, committed, and give that white heat of desire to whatever you want to bring.
Well, when we talk about engaging, the other thing that brought this topic to my mind was, that old face in the mirror thing I like to throw out there all the time, which I feel is so important. We need to engage with ourselves. We need to be in the present and we need to be honest with ourselves, and that's part of engagement, and that's part of engagement with our loved ones and with others. And these are skills we all need to hone. And
Indeed.
where you're an expert is, this idea of preparation and review. Well, let's use the 4-letter word journaling. I think it has more than 4 letters, but that's engagement. That's full engagement with the review of your day, the preparation for tomorrow. And I think it's important, and I think it's a skill that's lost to a lot of people because they sit in this invisible cloud behind this cloak of social media. I mean, we have people that interact with us, but we have a lot of people that just follow us. They want to follow us in anonymity, which is fine.
Wow, but you spoke for over a minute. I'm impressed.
And I may have
look at you go, Mr. Grasshopper. You're awesome, man.
And
you're absolutely right. You're right. You're 100% right. I didn't mean to interrupt on that because you're on a roll, man. But I was so
you were so shocked. Who is this guy?
He can talk. I mean, this is great, man. I love this. I'm being facetious. I'm just kidding. But no, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, you always do. You always trigger those amazing thoughts. I was watching a great documentary on Shania Twain. And you wouldn't think this woman who goes on stage is such a presence, but she's terrified of the public. And she literally wets herself sometimes before she goes on stage because she's got to approach it every day. It's what she's always wanted to do, but there are these roadblocks in the way, and she just constantly faces this. And when she first started out, she would have these accidents and literally had to go on stage and do the show anyway. But approaching life that way, there's going to be bumps. There's going to be stumbling blocks. But if you keep doing it, you keep committing to it, like I've been doing over the 3 years, and you've been doing with your social media, there's going to be ways to improve. But with engagement, you're always in that avenue to receive ideas for improvement.
Absolutely.
You always receive ideas to engage yourself even more, and better avenues are opened up.
Well, they are, and there's, I want to say there's almost a truth to it. If I can engage with myself truthfully.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, there's a real value to that. If I'm delusional in the mirror, I just undermine myself. I set myself up for total failure or misery or worse. So, I don't know. It's almost as if I woke up today and my word of the day was engagement, but it means so much more. And the clutch metaphor is perfect. And, everybody may find it odd to believe, but I was a miserable clutch driver because my feet were so damn big. It was either caught behind the brake pedal, the clutch, and gas, and everybody was yelling at me. Push in the clutch. Push on the brake.
Honestly, and I got to say this before I forget, my head's going to explode. So many people, and this is, I've been the recipient of this. We've been raised to not love ourselves, to not trust ourselves. And when you look in the mirror every day, you got to reassure who you are, and you got to keep engaging yourself into that real person that you've always wanted to be. The benefits of full engagement, the benefits of the law of attraction, the law of vibration, the universe, your mindset, is only beneficial to your self-fulfilling prophecy that you're already creating with the mindset that you carry. A lot of people can't believe this because they can't see it. Indeed, that's always right. If you can't see it, it's not going to happen. I was told not to imagine. This is what led to my downfall. I was told not to be myself because you can never do that. And there's a lot of people out there that are reminded of that every single day. And what they do, they look in the mirror and they reassure that, they affirm that, they send it out to the universe every day. And all they can do is bring that back to them every day, not even realize that they were conditioned to do so.
Well, there's a lot of truth to that too, Jerry. And some benefits of getting old and longer in the tooth is I think a lot of us come to accept ourselves and appreciate ourselves.
Yes, thank you. Again, Grasshopper. On point, man. You're on point tonight. Give me some of what you drank, man. I want to have some of that. You extra memory meds or something today. You're on point tonight. I love it. And you know, you keep hitting the nail on the head. You're reassuring to your public out there that it all relies within us. And if you understand this beautiful part of yourself that you have to give to the world, and engage in that with every thought, every fiber, every feeling, every sense, every part of your five senses, something is going to happen from that to bring you more of it. But it's getting past what we've been taught and getting past that learning stage and understanding that we're always going to grow. We're always going to evolve. I love being this age. I love the wisdom that I have. I love the fact that I've been able to really pick and choose what life I want it to be. And as you get older, you understand because you've engaged in so many things, hence wisdom, like you and I have talked about many times here in America's Newscape. It's a great, people who reach our age, the upper echelon of age, take it as a prize, man, because of the fact that what we know now, we can choose our life with confidence.
Absolutely, or appreciation. We
Yes.
don't have to be confident to appreciate.
I like confidence, man. I'm going to choose the confidence level as well, the best I can,
Yeah.
without being this crazy guy.
Well, you know, so it's I love that love today, and you know, the other aspect is, and really look forward to tomorrow.
Oh yeah, because what we're thinking about today is going to be creating our tomorrow.
Absolutely.
You know, and if people don't take that in stride, take that as inspiration, because the more you put in there, the more you engage in that desire that you want to be and have and do in life, that's your tomorrow. You know, it all evolves and re-evolves on what we're engaging in today. What gear are we driving in today? Are we in first gear, kind of just puttering along, or are we down in fifth gear that I was taught of Meatball? You only hit 3 gears. When you hit that fifth gear, you know the carburetor's open. You know the full fuel is going through it. You know you're moving towards it.
Right, and there's a red light ahead of you, and you're going to have to stop and go through the
Yeah,
process
gotta
all
put
over
that
again.
clutch in again, man. You got to push that in. And I used to put it in neutral or reverse and really get people crazy. You see parts of the transmission down the highway, you know, that was just, I couldn't do it. I tried.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're all having flashbacks of those old manual transmissions. And,
Yeah, sorry to your public for triggering all these old thoughts in your mind, but hopefully it's so simple. It's so simple. If you want something, engage 1,000% into it. 1,000%. You are denied nothing that you don't first deny yourself.
well, that's true. You know, and you know, if we circle back to the metaphor of military engagement, what was D-Day? I mean, that was full engagement.
Systems engaged. All systems go. Imagine you saying that in the mirror every day. I'm engaged. Not literally, Meatball. I'm saying it with yourself. I'm just saying out there. But when you turn on all system, all power up, I mean, there's no stopping you, because the people that deserve to be in your life are the ones that are going to relate to you. And the ones that don't deserve, not in a bad way, they just don't relate to you, are going to move away. And all you're going to do is attract to you the right people to match the engagement, hence the mindset that you're living in every day.
Absolutely. Well, Jerry, give us a couple tools to help us stay engaged and better engage with others.
Well, just, you got to sign a prenup, man. I'm sorry, I got to say that up there. It doesn't even work nowadays, but what the hell? But my recipe, and I'm sorry, I mean to digress. I got everybody all shaking their head. What is meatball? I mean, no, that's just me. My recipe every day is obviously journaling, that I start my day to remind myself on the mission that I have. Consider it a mission. What your desire is nothing more than your purpose. Your sole purpose is your soul's purpose. When you realize you have something to give this world that's going to help yourself and the environment around you, put yourself 100% into it. I do it with journaling, affirmations. The mirror is awesome. When you can look at yourself. I mean, Winston Churchill, before he gave a speech, always looked in the mirror. Truman, before he gave a speech, would give the speech in the mirror. And these deceased notables knew the power of the mind. When you can look in your eyes in the mirror, you literally look in your eyes, you're looking at your soul. reiterate what you want to bring to life.
Wow. And realize how important and vital you are.
Indeed, we all are. Indeed.
All right, everybody. Jerry, thank you. Thanks for bringing the energy to the meatball platter tonight.
They're not amused. Not amused.
No, we lost everybody at Clutch.
They
They
lost
said,
them. They're going through subscribers, Meatball. They're all done.
but that was a great metaphor. That was a great that metaphor
Thanks
was
to you.
worth the price of admission. All right.
Indeed.
All right, everybody. This has been Justin Case and Jerry Maldonado bringing you American Mentoring. Thanks for joining us. Remember, additional information and links are provided in this video's Read More. Today's the day to subscribe to this channel. Please learn more about Jerry Maldonado when time permits.